you today to the next Unplugged session in our series of interviews with university personnel. And today we have Sam Houston State University, their engineering technology program, represented by Dr. Farouk Yildiz. And he is going to give us a good insight into their program. And my name is Matthew Sanford, Director of Advising and Counseling here at Montgomery, and I will pass it to my colleagues to introduce themselves.
And hi, I'm Dr. Juan LeBron. I'm a counselor here in the Track Center at Lone Star College-Montgomery. So glad that you can join us. At this time, I would like to welcome our guest for today's Track Center Unplugged, the Department Chair and Professor of Engineering Technology at Sam Houston State University, Dr. Farouk Yildiz.
Thank you very much, and thank you very much for inviting me. My name is Farouk Yildiz. I have been with Sam Houston State University since 2008. It is my 12th year, and I'll try to answer questions at my best knowledge.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Dr. Yildiz. So, Matthew, I don't know about you, but a lot of students that come into my office that say that they want to become engineers, when I ask them, okay, what type of engineer do you want to become, or what type of specialization do you want to get into? Sometimes, Matthew, I get students that are just kind of like confused. You know, they don't know about all the different tracks, and I provide them with resources where they can learn about what a mechanical engineering does versus an electrical engineer and a civil engineer. But there's also the field of engineering technology. So, Dr. Yildiz, can you do us a favor and share with us what is the difference between an engineering specialization versus an engineering technology specialization?
Yes, great question. In fact, most of the students, prospective students and their parents ask this where they are not familiar with the engineering technology field. Engineering technology field has been, exists for many, many years. But the name evolved. So it used to be vocational education programs where we had manufacturing, production, systems, plastic, polymers working in this country before it moved overseas. So the name evolved from vocational education to industrial technology, industrial arts, and finally the name is evolved the title engineering technology, or called applied engineering. The term engineering technology, in fact, is applied engineering. So that's the biggest difference between engineering and engineering technology is the requirements, the approach. When you go in the engineering field, a student has to take most of the math and physics courses. When I say math, it starts with calculus 1, all the way it goes to calculus 2, calculus 3, and differential equations, so on and so forth, and the university physics 1 and 2. So these are very common for any engineering programs in mechanical, civil, electrical, biomedical, petroleum engineering. Where engineering technology is more applied, the math requirements are less than engineering. So when I say math requirements, depends on where you go, depends on the nature of the program. You may end up taking only calculus 1, in some certain instances, calculus 2, and some specific courses. The major difference is engineering technology, we offer more hands-on experiences. So we have, and most of the engineering technology programs have state-of-the-art labs. So most of the class instructions take place in the lab. We require our students to do internship, field study, senior design, capstone type courses. Again, our students in engineering technology, they start their career as an engineer as well. So again, it depends on the field they start. The graduates may have titles of engineering as well.
Thank you.
All right, so if we're thinking, Dr. Yildiz, about engineering technology, tell us some top selling points in relation to Sam Houston's program. Why would a student want to choose the program at Sam Houston State as opposed to another institution?
Great question. Thank you. I would like to mention this. When we say engineering technology, it is department name. We have a Department of Engineering Technology, and we offer 5 degrees under the department. We have engineering technology, construction management, mechanical engineering technology, electronics and computer engineering technology, electronics and safety, and also engineering design technology. These are individual degrees we offer to our students. And there are a variety of minors available. So on top of this, we have received $25 million donation back to 2012, and that the donation gave us a good privilege to offer scholarships to students. So we offer $5,000 scholarship every year to our students if they are eligible, on top of other scholarships that we have. The $10 million endowment, scholarship endowment exists, and the earning, we give almost 70 or 80 scholarships every year of $5,000 on top of some smaller scholarships. In terms of resources, we have state-of-the-art labs. With the new building and expansions, we have all kinds of the new technologies, laser cutters, 3D printers, state-of-the-art circuit builders, CNC machineries, and so on and so forth, so that our students can learn hands-on top of the concept, the theory. And we work with our students very closely. We do advise them. We are in contact with them. We do mentoring on top of our advising center. So we really work one-on-one.
Great. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. And Dr. Yildiz, can you share with us what are those ideal attributes and skill sets that you look forward to in a prospective student? Like, what are those strengths that a student should carry to be a competitive applicant and a competitive student that you're looking for in the engineering technology department?
Yes, great question. Thank you. We welcome all the students who are eligible, who meets the minimum requirements of the university admissions. Most of the students come into our programs, they would like to work in the field. When I say in the field, if we have a little bit of everything. If a student would like to focus on the engineering design, all design work, sitting in front of the computer, we have engineering design technology. Some of the students, they would like to go in the field, and they want to do hands-on and supervise the projects. We have construction management. We have mechanical engineering technology. So the number one attribute that we are not asking, but that we are looking for, okay, the passion of the student. So that you may go into field, you may start as an engineer, engineering technician, engineering technologist, or just technician. So there are a wide variety of opportunities. And also, one thing is we don't require higher level math. For those students, they realize at their early career that they are not really good on the math. There may be an option for them still pursue engineering technology or applied engineering. I believe we are the one that can help because we have a 2+2 transfer program where those students would like to go engineering, and at some point they realize, they notice they are having challenges or it's not for them, so that they end up going into engineering technology where lower level math is kind of option for them. So that really the students would like to go in technical fields. We offer a little bit of everything.
And, Juan, he had brought up a point here. It made me come up with a question that I hadn't thought of before. And Farouk, maybe you could answer this. What about for a student who is pursuing engineering and they're pursuing traditional engineering, they have the higher level math, and they later decide that maybe engineering technology is a better fit? Would that be workable for them if they've taken higher level math to shift into engineering technology? If they've done the physics and math?
Yes, it's a good question. But I believe the thing is, for those students, they realize they would like to pursue engineering technology. Their early education, like freshman and sophomore, when they have challenges with the higher level math, they early realize that there may be engineering technology option. So that it's early on that they don't go over upper level math requirements. However, there are students coming as a transfer student with upper level math, or there are students here, they already took upper level math courses. Those are all countable. When I say countable, we usually apply calculus 1 and 2. If there's a calculus 3 or differential equations and like statics and dynamics type courses, those we try to find a spot in a degree the student prefers, so that those courses count towards the degree. Some of the students, they would like to take higher level of math and they want to stay with engineering technology as well. Those students considering the grad school after they finished engineering technology. In that case, that it's visible on their transcript that they ended up taking upper level math courses. So it's kind of good benefit to enter the grad school as well. So we work with our students one-on-one to make sure that all the courses will count towards their degree.
All right, great.
Thank you. And Matthew, you're bringing up so many questions to me as you pose that question, where students they're trying to stay in alignment with what's in high demand as far as what employers are looking for and who's hiring. Particularly lately, there's been a lot of shifts that have taken place within the oil and gas and energy sector. So if I want to be an engineering technician, how wide are the opportunities available from an employment standpoint, Dr. Yildiz?
Sure. What we did last year, we work with the career services, our university career services. Historically, as a department, we offered 2 career fairs. One is in fall, one is in spring, to invite companies who are interested hiring our students as an intern, full-time, part-time. So that was an option. We called it not the career fair, career day, so that students can ask their questions and companies promote what they do, kind of a good meeting sessions, and also on a career fair settings. With the career services help, we increase the number of those events. There's a university-wide, there's a department-wide event in fall and spring, and we try to attract most of the companies join us. Unfortunately, it was virtual this year, but we are coming back to face-to-face. We require our students to do internship. And most of our students, they go in the internship to earn the credit, and some of them are hired after the internship. Plus, we hired a career and technology coordinator who work with the companies who are interested to hire our students, and also our students who would like to go into internship. We don't promise our students that we will get them a job or we will get them an internship, but our promise to assist them. What are the options? Who hired from us in the past? Who are willing to hire? And I get emails, a couple of emails weekly. Companies contacted me asking, I need 2 interns, I need 2 part-time students. And we communicate with all of our students to see if they're interested. And we keep a database for those companies hired from us, also is a potential hire for our students. Again, there are a wide variety of opportunities for our students. And when we do internship program, I teach internship as well. I go and visit the student interns and talk to their supervisors, managers, superintendent, and try to get as much as information and feedback to pass to our faculty and students what their expectations are. Usually, our students find jobs, either as an engineering title or engineering technologist or technician title, depends on the, again, some of the students are looking for engineering title, some of the students just asking whatever. I just want to get my foot on the industry and move on.
Let me kind of ask a different type of question, if we could, Dr. Yildiz. I know Juan and I have worked for years with students, and we've learned in recent years about transfer shock, which is a well-known trend in relation to students transferring, and during the first semester they may experience a dip in GPA, or may have a little bit of an adjustment in relation to the change of pace, the change of scenery. What is Sam Houston's engineering technology program doing in relation to supporting students who are transferring in, and that relates to course rigor or campus life? Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yes. First of all, university-wide, I believe we have first-year experience programs, and our admissions work with our visitor center. Unless it has changed recently due to COVID. Again, things changed past a year, that we try to help our students as much as we can. I receive emails from upper administrations on accepted students. What I do, I email to those students who are accepted in engineering technology programs and ask them if they need any help. It may be mentoring, advising, or any kinds of help. Please contact me so that I can try to mentor. So that's the one way. The second way is we have clubs, student clubs, and very active in the department. We invite our students to be a member of our student clubs. Mostly it's free of charge, so they can talk to others in the club and see what is going on around, what they can do. Another thing is we have engineering foundations course. Every student is required to take at their freshman level. We call it engineering foundations, where I am the one teaching with another instructor. We try to do a kind of intro to resources, departmental resources, university resources, and where they can get help in terms of advising, registration, admissions, so that we try to help as much as we can.
Great. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. And Matthew, I don't know about you recently, but I have connected with community members and parents that are looking for the best scholarship resources available, right? As the cost of tuition continues to fluctuate, a lot of families are looking for scholarships, whether internal or external. Dr. Yildiz, you mentioned earlier that your department has scholarships that are awarded for those students that are eligible. Are there opportunities for students to compete for external scholarships as well? Are there any type of resources that students can connect with as it relates to projects? I know at some institutions that Matthew and I have visited, there's like robotics competitions, and there's all kinds of different ways and incentives that students can kind of sharpen their skills and compare their skills with other students within their field. Can you share with us what the Sam Houston State University has available within that realm?
Sure. What we offer, there is a centralized system. It's called scholarship. So the students apply scholarships through that system, that portal, and then they can select the university-wide or the departmental scholarships. So in our department, we have a variety of endowments for the scholarships. And in some circumstances, believe it or not, I have to confess that we have money to give away, but there are not there are not enough applications. We experienced this. Even with the Fred Perkins scholarships, we offer $5,000 every year to freshman transfer students. There are instances that we didn't have enough applications. So we try to promote it. On top of it, we have some scholarships provided by the companies or the donors, alumni, so that the students can get 2 or 3 scholarships if eligibility requirement is met. On top of it, there are external entities like there is one general contractors, AGC, Association of General Contractors. They have scholarships, and we promote those to our students when we receive the applications through our Blackboard system, so they are aware that there are external scholarships. In fact, two of our construction management students received scholarships this year. And there are student chapters nationwide. So some of our clubs are part of the national chapters. They offer scholarships. 2 years ago, one of our students received scholarships to go a conference. So that came from the ATME, Association of Technology Management and Applied Engineering conference. So we share these opportunities with our students. And like I said, scholarship is very important, and we have enough resources. Also, we try to help students to get external scholarships as well.
Thank you.
And Dr. Yildiz, you had mentioned earlier when we were talking about the advanced math component, how some students may choose to go on to grad school. Does Sam Houston offer any graduate programs, or do y'all have partnerships with other institutions that have graduate programs that these students would potentially, shift into later?
Yes. Now, we did have a graduate program. We had industrial technology grad program, but that was removed back to 2010. I believe, it has been more than 10 years for a reason by the coordinating board. So recently we have decided to bring our graduate program back, and we are doing the paperwork as an option to our students. Unfortunately, we have no articulation with the those institutions who offer grad programs, but some of our students going and doing their masters, taking their grad classes at various institutions, but no articulations.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And Dr. Yildiz, this will be my final question. Can you share with us what is trending right now? Like, what is in the pipeline as it relates to what's in high demand within the field of engineering technology, right? I hear a lot about how artificial intelligence is impacting the field and how, data analytics is impacting the field. What's trending right now in the field of engineering technology that will yield opportunities for our students?
Great question. So as a department, we have grown tremendously. In terms of data analytics, artificial intelligence, we have a computer science department where they offer cyber forensics, digital forensics, artificial intelligence. They are filling that gap. They have masters, and now they have the Ph.D. program recently. Our side is more applied engineering. So we had only a couple of programs. If you compare 10 years ago and now, since then we added electronics and computer engineering technology. We added mechanical engineering technology, and civil is the next. Again, we are not going into engineering field, But these are the demand. When students are joining us, they are first thing they're asking, do you have mechanical, civil, or electrical? You know, traditional engineering. And if they're in engineering, they want to go engineering, we tell them we have a transfer articulation with University of Texas at Tyler, either their Tyler campus or Houston campus. That's one option. So these are the ones in our pipeline. The next is biomedical. You know, the biomedical engineering. There's a biomedical sciences there, but our goal is next 2 or 3 years to get the biomedical engineering technology. There is a demand, and I know that there are companies moving in Texas in biomedical fields, and now robots are doing the surgeries. You know, the devices that the equipment are being utilized, and it's coming next phase. So our goal is to get the biomedical as well as a major or as a concentration, and also keep our enrollment flat or growing, you know, during the pandemic. We were stable during the pandemic, but we want to go and, you know, grow because we have enough resources to handle. So, and get our grad program back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Dr. Yildiz, we appreciate your input today. It's been very informative. Juan, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just want to say thank you so much. Sam Houston State University is our #1 top transfer destination. So we hope to continue to highlight your department and the programs within it, as our students are really looking at opportunities within the field of engineering and engineering technology. So this was great for me to learn more about today, Matthew, about applied engineering and what opportunities are there if I have a passion for being a problem solver into the field of engineering technology. So thank you so much for taking the time out to highlight your program. And for our students and community members, stay tuned. We have more Track Center Unplugged series where we're going to highlight more university programs and career professions. So we look forward to having you engage with us at the next session. Thank you.